Night is something powerful. The darkness at night seems to overpower us. It might frighten us. The other night there was a big storm and I was definitely overwhelmed by the rain falling on the roof, by the wind buffeting the walls, and there could be, even this feeling of anguish, of anxiety welling up inside of you. During the night, you could hear the rain, but eventually I must have drifted off to sleep because in the morning I was surprised to see the light of a new day. The green outside had been vivified by the water that had fallen during the night. And with the still a hint of clouds in the sky, you knew that the storm had been there. Nevertheless, the sun was shining through, victorious. There was warmth, there was light, thanks to the sun. This reminds me why we celebrate the Easter Vigil at night. The Easter Vigil is always celebrated between sundown and sunrise. It has to start after sunset and it has to be finished before the sunrise. Why? Because the mystery of resurrection is one of Christ who is life conquering death, who is light conquering darkness. And this is part of the miracle that we're able to experience. At the Easter Vigil, we begin with the fire, and the fire as well is giving off light. It's giving off warmth. From that fire, the Easter candle, the Paschal candle, will receive its own light and will be lit, and will process into the church singing Light of Christ. That light gives us hope. I think how different our experience of Holy Week is from those who lived it in the original Holy Week, because they didn't know what was coming. We see the events of Holy Week through their eyes. The stories that they wrote down are what we're able to read and remember. But we have that great advantage that we know how it ends. We know that it ends in resurrection, which is what we celebrate at the Easter Vigil. The light that begins that ceremony brings hope to our own hearts. At the Easter Vigil, we see how catechumens are able to receive the three sacraments of initiation: baptism, confirmation, and Holy Eucharist. Sometimes I might even feel jealous. How amazing is it to come into the church at one fell swoop, before not having access to the sacraments, and then suddenly having the whole floodgates of salvation opened up to you. And this reminds me a little bit of the image of a caterpillar. Caterpillar begins off as a worm and something ugly, something that you really wouldn't want to have around. But then you know that a caterpillar is going to turn into a butterfly. And that seems like a good image to describe our own conversion. Because each year we come back and we celebrate Easter, but we can ask ourselves, how much have I changed? Have I really become that which I am called to be? Because as Christians, we're called to be like Christ. And at least in myself, I recognize that I still have a long ways to go. So the Easter Vigil is for us as well an opportunity to grow, and to grow in our own conversion, knowing that just as the caterpillar has to turn into a butterfly, we, sinful men and women that we are called to become like the resurrected Christ, like the risen Christ. And this has to be something that gives us a lot of hope, a lot of joy, and a lot of peace. I wish you a very happy Easter. May God bless you.